much, Alan. Hi, everyone. No, I wanted to do this, Alan, for sure. It's just that, especially last year was a crazy, crazy year for me. And then there were a lot of like, surprisingly, even in anime, business, this sudden like a travel request, and it's just because I'm a full-time at Zoom and also wear different hats. I just needed to make sure that I'm available, and then usually things come up last minute. So, but yeah, I'm so glad to be here. And then everyone got the materials for this evening. Okay.
Everyone's got.
Um, Great. So yeah, uh, one thing I guess, if I want to share the video,
Yep,
I
you
can do that on my end.
you have. Yeah, I've just given you
Okay,
permissions.
great. Thank you so much. And I believe maybe almost all of you here professional voice actors, or are you guys started?
Everyone is on a professional home studio.
Hmm.
In this class, everybody's got their microphone interface. They're all in their studios, ready and raring to go. You've got the people who are like at the back end of the course, and people who are in the alumni, and people who have started working in the
Great.
industry. So you've got the awesome group.
Nice. And then have you done like ADR kind of thing before? Do you know what ADR is?
There we
Yeah,
go,
okay.
guys. You answer the question. Tell her what who have you worked with? What companies have you worked with? Feel free to unmute yourself, have a conversation.
Mhm.
What do you know about ADR? Tell her.
Woo, Jason Lord, Crunchyroll, yeah.
Same here, Jason Lord.
Yeah, Jason Lord also.
But
I haven't
same for
done
me.
any ADR, but I know of it. But this will be my first time kind of diving into it.
I
Same here.
saw Jose Sandoval from Crunchyroll.
This would be my first or my second time doing ADR.
It's
Yeah, this will
awesome.
be my first ADR, but I've worked with Audible.
Nice. So
Second time.
thank you so much, everybody. So just to be clear, so we won't be doing ADR tonight, just to make sure. So I just wanted to ask because it is an anime focused class. And then as you know, if you do book anime, every single gig is gonna be ADR. So it is totally okay that you are not master at it, or you have maybe you're master at it, but you have not done it, or maybe you done a class. In my experience, most everyone can do it in 2 hours. All right. So even though maybe you've only done a class a little bit, or you have never done it before, as long as you have understanding of it, and maybe you have done, I would recommend doing at least one class, maybe, um, just so that you can get over the tuning code and beats, and you can be in sync with what the director is telling you. So you know that the script that I sent you today is ADR script. So it looks very different from regular theatrical script. You don't get any descriptions. So that's how it's going to be. It's very cold reading kind of spontaneous acting. So as long as you're aware of that, and then just, prepare yourself just to take one class that honestly everyone will be able to do it in 2 hours, I think. So yeah, no sweat. But today I wanted to focus because the most important thing is audition, which you guys are all in charge of. So even though I am casting director and I'm reviewing all of your auditions, it's very rare that I will get to give you feedback or request second read. That's very rare nowadays. And then maybe for those of you who worked on Crunchyroll shows, it's very fast, right? Sometimes we have to record every week. And then we don't have a lot of time to give you guys either. So you might not have a time to study the character or even study about the show. it just all happens very quickly. So, and it's all up to you because you're not going to be able to talk to the director or casting director or anything like that. So, yeah, so today is kind of focused on that. Yeah. So, I'm happy to answer any dire questions before we go, and hopefully we have more time at the end once everybody performs. But quickly, I just wanted to give you my background super quickly. So I've been working on anime for a couple of decades now. We do games, original animation, and anything to do with voice recording or character voices I have touched. I'm not an actor. I'm not a trained actor or anything like that. So please consult your voice coach because your vocal health is very important. But when it comes down to it, is about acting and performance and emotion. And I have been very fortunate to work with many creators and producers and companies over the years as a casting director. So I get to hear their direct feedback and get to kind of go inside their head what they're looking for. So today I like to kind of bring that feedback to you guys. Yeah. That said, there are some vocally stressful scenes. I think you might have seen it. So make sure to hydrate and warm up for your turn. Today, we are not, again, much into the picture. So, and that's how it's going to be for the anime auditions. We might give you the time code and video, but we never really ask you to match your performance to the video. And then there are certain cases that we do want you to match to the video. We will specifically tell you, please try to match it as close as possible. But normally, if you don't see that, you don't need to match it. And then even if it says, I like you to match as much as possible, you will not be judged by the lip sync. So we are not really looking for that. It's really just for our producers to be able to get a better idea with your voice overlapped over the character's face and action so that they can make better judgment. So that's really just for that. So most of the auditions, we don't do it to the picture. But for me, as much as possible, I will ask our clients to please send me any visual or audio reference because, sometimes they'll send me like 5 pages of descriptions and backstory and whatnot, right? But if you just watch 30 seconds of the clip or even the rough image of the character, that tells you a lot, in my opinion. So as much as possible, I will ask our clients, can you please send anything that I can share with the actors? That said, I think there are a lot of other studios that they don't, and it's just purely off of your script. But yeah, I think, again, audition on your instinct, believing yourself, what you believe it's most authentic to you, for this character. That's what it's count. But yeah, let's see. So we will have a time to only have you maybe do one character, and I'll give you feedback and then do it one more time. We would like to watch the video together, although I think you have seen it maybe more than once already, but I wanted to kind of stress how important it is for the preview. And then even you don't get video for the audition, let's say you performed there, you got the role. When you book your job, most likely they will be showing you the video, right? And then you have to be able to get it right there and then. So, and then that's literally how it's gonna be. Like earlier today, I was recording a brand new anime series, and it's not even out anywhere. So it's not even available subtitles. So the actors only got to see little clip of audition scene. That's it. but then, they are booked for 4 hours. So the rest of the time, they're literally just reading it for the first time, seeing it for the first time. But there's like 4 or 5 clients in the room. Some of them flew all the way from Japan just to see your performance, right? So the pressure's on, but then you have no idea about the character. So you just have to be very open and then, listen to your director and then kind of like just tap in and then just go for it. Yeah. So hopefully we can kind of get a little taste of that today. Before we get started, do you have any like dire questions that you wanna just get it out of the way before we perform? If so, you can go ahead and raise your hand.
Alyssa's got one. Alyssa, do you want to read your question out?
Yeah, so I was wondering, when you get a new character and you're starting to develop it, has there ever been a time that there just was maybe like half of a paragraph of character info or like not even a picture sent and the actor just had to work with it and make it their own?
Oh yeah, it's actually like all the time. So, as you saw some of the script for today, they had maybe if you are lucky, you got paragraph or maybe half a page of character description, but some you don't have any, right? But and then yeah, it happens all the time. And then, or like, opposite, we get like 5 pages of description, but they give you 3 lines to read, and you're supposed to put all the information in that 3 lines that you're supposed to perform. So it's kind of like everywhere, but for me is, less information the casting directors or producers are giving you, I would take it that you have more freedom, right? So you can do whatever how you feel to the words, to the character, and you can create so many different types of characters and you can choose one that's most one that you feel, this is it. Because if you have all these other information, just like today when we're talking about anime, you have to be close to what's presented before you. So not today in the class, you can perform any characters you want. You don't need to stick to male or female. I don't care. You can just do one that calls to you. But when you're actually auditioning for an anime series, we have to find an actor who represents very closely to the original voice and tone and energy. So all of a sudden you are limited to that. And then you might feel like, well, I might not fit for this character, right? But if you're not given any information, then it's wide open. You can perform however you want. And then I would take it that producers want to hear your ideas. Yeah. Yeah, I hope that answered your question.
Yeah, thank you.
Mhm.
All right.
Anybody else?
First, any other questions? Or otherwise, Sonley, do you want to step up ready?
Okay, it looks like no other questions. Hi, Mami.
Hello, sorry, who said that?
Sandley. Hi.
Hi,
Nice to meet you.
Sammy.
I'm orange tinted. Okay. So I will be doing Akira Tendo for this one.
All right, wonderful. I am going to play the video and I will not play second or third time. Like if everybody is playing the same character, if you happen to pick second or third time, I will not play the video. But if you want to see it again, you're welcome to let me know and we'll see it together. So let me see. Let me share. Yeah. All right. So now you got the fresh review for the video. So I like you to put yourself in the scene and then remember how he was physically. That's what I like to hear. So yeah, let's have your first read.
Okie dokie.
You can go down the entire page.
Got it. Miss Ottery? I came to check if you're... Oh, the CEO! Excuse me, sir. I have something important to tell you, if I can have a minute of your time. The last 3 years I've been with you in the company, the long, hard work hours have been suffocating me. It's made me forget what living is really like. And so, I don't know why I'm working here anymore. It pains me to say this to you, sir, but I'm resigning and taking back control of my life. Despite my inexperience, you hired and mentored me up until today, and for that, I'm eternally grateful. But please, accept my resignation. Thank you, sir, for everything you've done for me!
Great job, Sammy. I felt that you had a very powerful performance, and then obviously you're paying attention to the video because, again, this character comes into the scene, the very kind of like an awkward, unsure moment, transition into where you end up at the end. So, and it's very physical thing that's happening. So yeah, really great work. Yeah. So, nice. So, I also thought that you kind of captured his quality when he was talking to CEO about his resignation. So basically, for him, despite what's going on in front of him, right, he sees it as an opportunity. So when he says he's grateful for all these years and then, be mentored and everything, he means it. So he doesn't see this zombie. He sees like, this is my moment to properly resign and start a new life. So it's very positive thing for him. So I loved how you are very like projected and very straightforward because it's almost like, like start like a military way here, right? So you captured his quality very well. So for your second read, let's keep that and then even give me like a kind of like a hope. So basically, you're here, you straighten yourself because you are gonna express your gratitude. It meant a lot to you, but you have to move on. So very clean, precise, determined, and then but it's a positive thing. So when you get to, let's see, end of first page 351, he goes, I'm resigning and taking back control of my life. That's when he, if you remember, takes his tie and throws it away. Yeah, and then the second page, he gets into this ready position. So your excitement, your hope for new future, but also you're physically getting ready to push this guy off the window. So it just heightens, right? So as you gradually go on to the scene, you're gonna basically build your momentum towards that stand for me the way you end it. So yeah, but again, it's a positive thing. It's a new start for him. So I love to hear the smile in the second page. Yeah,
Great.
let's hear your second page.
Okay, thank you very much. Miss Ottery? I came to check if you're... Oh, the CEO. Excuse me, sir. I have something important to tell you, if I can have a minute of your time. The last 3 years I've been with you and the company, the long, hard work hours have been suffocating me. And it's made me forget what living is really like. And so, I don't know why I'm working here anymore. It pains me to have to say this to you, sir, but I'm resigning and taking back control of my life. Despite my inexperience, you hired and mentored me up until today, and for that, I'm eternally grateful. But please, accept my resignation. Thank you, sir, for everything you've done for me!
Yeah. Great job. Yeah.
Thank you.
Very nicely done. So again, I love the straightforwardness that you had, like you captured this character's quality very well. And then the physicality at the end. Excellent. So yeah, thank you so much. And I'm sorry, I forgot to ask in the beginning. I always wanted to ask, of course, like maybe you all know each other on the Zoom class, but I love for you to maybe uh, explain just a little bit of your voiceover journey so far, and then where you live and all that stuff. Just a brief introduction so that we can get to know each other. Sorry, I didn't ask you about that.
No, it's okay. Most of the class here knows me. I work for the college, like Alan mentioned. Hi, everyone. Formal introduction. Hello, everyone. My name is Sondley Hamrick. I work out of Chicago, Illinois, but I am on the road very often. I'm terribly likely to be in your locale sometime this year. I started voice acting somewhere around 2.5 years ago. I started on YouTube, actually. I wanted to read Journey to the West. I wanted to listen to it as an audiobook, but it didn't exist in any format, so I took it upon myself to do it. I'm not as proud of the audio quality as I would like to be, but it's a project that I saw through to the end, and people are very grateful for it, so that kind of pushed me to pursue voice acting in a more concrete aspect. Outside of that, I do stuff for the college. Like I said, I'm traveling to shows pretty often, and that's about it.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Great, thank you.
Yay.
Good talking to you. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. All right, we have Andrea. Hi. Yeah, if you don't mind introducing. Oh, hi.
Yes, hi.
Introducing yourself. Yeah.
So I'm the one living in Australia, though I'm originally from Germany, but I emigrated here over 20 years ago. I'm a bit of a late comer to acting. I've done it a bit in my youth, and life came in between. And then a couple of years ago, I rediscovered that love, and I've done quite a bit of screen acting here in Australia. And then I came across a free webinar that Alan offered on Star Now or Backstage, and I listened to that, and I thought, well, what can I lose? And I did the course, and I've never looked back. I mean, Alan really kind of gently nudged me into, kind of going into areas I would have never expected to do, and here I am. So love it.
That is awesome. Yeah. And then what types of projects are you mainly been working on?
You mean in voice acting or?
Yeah, in voice acting.
Uh, mainly as you know, obviously a beginner. I've done a lot of projects on casting calls, so like a lot of anime type indie projects and some audio books where kind of just where I voice a couple of characters. So, I mean, I haven't been in any big productions yet, or I have been in students' films as a voiceover of a mum on a telephone and things like that. But frankly, in the last couple of months, I've actually done quite a bit. So I'm getting a bit of experience. I mean, you have to start out somehow. So,
Yeah, that's wonderful. And then, I mean, the greatest thing is now that we can literally work with anyone all over the world. So, like having a class together with you wouldn't have happened a few years back. So this is so awesome. So thank
Yeah,
you so
so
much for
that's
being
amazing. I love
here.
it.
Yeah. Uh, which character did you pick for today?
I picked Daki from the Demon Slayer.
Nice. I'm gonna go ahead and share the video. Stand by.
Because I really like to play villains.
All right, let's hear your first take.
Yeah, sure. Perhaps it wasn't obvious, but that's the sort of thing you should keep your mouth shut about when you realize it. That's the smartest way to live, don't you think? That's how everyone survived, including me. But it looks like you're far stupider than I could have imagined. And now you're staring death in the eye for that same stupidity. It's such a pity. Oh, Mitsu. What are you scared of? There's no need for you to be afraid. The dried-out flesh of old hags like you taste revolting. And you are hideous. Why would I eat you? I'm actually offended you assumed I would. Goodbye. Oh, Mitsu.
No. Love the ending. Yeah, I love how you ended. But I mean, I can tell you love playing villains. Yeah, it was
Because
great.
nobody would cast me in real life as a villain. So.
Well, this is the fun of the voiceover, and especially for anime.
Yeah.
So yeah, I loved your pacing. You really took your time, and I would say like, milk the line, just the way, I think you capture the tone from the original video. So I love that. And then, for your second read, so basically I would take what you have done for take one. But if you see somewhere that you can go high pitched or low pitched, it's completely okay to steer away, especially for this type of character. So she's like a shapeshifter, she enjoys torturing humans. She's a demon, right? So she can be anything and anyone she wants to be. So I would love to hear you throwing maybe some line, your choice, some little girl in there. But then suddenly I hear monstery voice, so you can really play with the personality, the tone, the pitch, even the speed. You can go fast and slow, right? So there's so much that you can play with. So now I would love to hear that version. It's completely up to you. You are gonna make decision which one you want to play with more and which one you want to go more monstery. So definitely, like, I love to have the monster in there because she is such a very bad villain. But, again, she kind of like loves to look pretty and act like a princess too, right? So I would love to hear that version. So yeah, let's have you mix and match and then kind of go all over with it. But I will tell you one place you can be all over and it's still okay with the anime. So don't hold back. Yeah, let's hear your second take.
I'll give my best.
All right.
Perhaps it wasn't obvious, but that's the sort of thing you should keep your mouth shut about when you realize it. That's the smartest way to live, don't you think? That's how everyone survived, including me. But it looks like you're far stupider than I could have imagined. And now you're staring death in the eye for that same stupidity. It's such a pity. Oh, Mitsu. What are you scared of? There's no need for you to be afraid. The dried out flesh of old hags like you tastes revolting. And you're hideous. Why would I eat you? I'm actually offended. You assumed I would. Goodbye, oh Mitsu.
Yeah, there you go. So that was excellent because I got to hear all of your characters and all of your range in this one scene. And then I think, yes, we have a video and we have a description, but you can perform it in so many different ways. And then why not showcase your range and then your pitch while having fun playing this character, right? Yeah. So I say in anime audition, every 2 or 3 lines, you should sound different. So that means, especially for this character, that includes actual voice tone, pitch, and everything, but usually like emotionally. So, the character's evolving. So you should not sound the same from your first line to the last line. And then we usually pick a specific scene so that we can see the core of this character. So I know, especially in anime, they could look like they're smiling, but they're very sad, or they could be smiling, but they are evil, right? So there are all these layers that you can play with. So every a few lines, try to find a reason to change it up a little bit. And then first line and then line 10 should completely be different. So yeah, even though, okay, at a glance, this character is just scaring this Omitsu character. But really break it down and then find the reason, the layer that you can give to this character. So the performance you just gave us is not going to sound anything like it from the next audition that I receive. So because that's exactly because you created that character. You made a choice to go higher here and lower here, right? No one else, like we didn't give you the direction to do it. So that's authentic to you. And I can hear that that's coming from you. And that's important. So yeah, I would definitely suggest to kind of take that approach. And once you get the audition, maybe you can listen back and see, okay, this part sounds the same. What can I give more to differentiate this part? So that character's evolving. But yeah, you demonstrated that very well. So thank you so much. I really enjoyed your read.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Hello, Alyssa.
Hello.
Hi.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, sounding
Wonderful.
great.
Awesome. Well, my name is Alyssa Whiting. I'm in Charlotte, North Carolina, and I only started voice acting with the college about a year ago and don't have any credits yet, just working on auditions, but I do come from stage acting. And my career for the past 10 years has been theatrical costuming and sewing work. And I just kind of fell out of love with that and wanted to return to acting, which is what I really love. So.
Oh, that's so nice. And I'm so happy that you found a place in voiceover. So yeah, really great. And then, theater experience is so important in a voiceover because a lot really connects. So for me, voiceover and especially the type of the performance that we look for in anime or video games, nothing you have done in your past life go to waste. Because you can bring everything into it and then it's becomes unique to you. So yeah, it's wonderful that you're here.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
And yeah, which character did you pick?
I would like to read for Momo.
Momo, nice. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and share the video. Stand by.
Remember, I told you my grandma's a medium? She's the one who raised me. Both my parents are dead. Don't get all sad and mopey on my account. My family's weird, and I'm just trying to tell you where I'm coming from. Whenever I went out, I had to do this ritual pose for good luck. Grandma made me hold that pose the whole way to school. Of course, all the boys laughed at me. But if I didn't do it, Grandma'd get mad, and I'd feel bad about that. Then the worst happened. The boy I liked started making fun of me, too. I hated my grandma for that. I told her, now the boy I like hates me because of your dumb ritual. I don't remember exactly, but it was something horrible like that. We didn't speak for a long time after that, and I never did the ritual again. But, I get super pissed if I find out someone's making fun of her. In the end, I didn't hate the fact that the boy I liked didn't like me. No, what I hated was that the boy I liked made fun of my grandma. Truth is, my grandma and her being a medium were special to me, and I loved that. She took me in and raised me all by herself. That's why I believe in what she does. That's also why I believe in ghosts, too. And now it's your turn to tell me why you believe in aliens.
That was lovely, Alisa. Yeah.
Thank you.
Very natural. And then again, I felt very authentic, you are really talking to your friend. So yeah, this scene, and then I don't know if you know this show, but it's very action heavy and very anime thing going on. But when you look at the scene like that, it's very relaxed and conversational. And then basically, I don't want to hear that you had any voiceover training, right? So, because you're just talking to your friend. So that's what I felt. And then, yeah, it was really nicely done. Yeah.
Thank you.
So great job. So yeah, for your second read, I really felt like you it's subtle, but you capture the shift of her emotions. It's not a huge emotion, but definitely it's there. And then as she talks, her feeling changes, right? And I really felt that, and I want to keep that one. So, I like the attitude at the top. So, she's a teenager, not big deal kind of attitude, right? So don't be mopey on my account, so that kind of dismissing. And then let's keep that feeling for a while. So as you go into the story, still oh, it's not big deal, but just listen to my story, kind of like the attitude. So a little bit maybe more spunkier and a little bit more throwing away, I should say, it's not a big deal, but this is my story kind of thing. Right. And then I like the moment when you were talking about grandma and then how she was upset and all that stuff. But in a way, I want to kind of cover it up. So that's how she really feels in your take one, but she's talking to this friend and she's just too cool to be so open. So I still want to hear that, but cover it up a little bit when she's talking about making fun of her and it pissed me off kind of thing. But I definitely want to hear the warmth and love when she's talking about how her grandma was very special to me. I love that. That's why I believe in ghosts. So really end on the warm tone. But overall, this had a thin layer of the too cool to be real teenager. kind of blanketed over it, but still have those feelings peeking up.
Okay.
I hope that makes sense.
Yes. Yeah, it
Yeah,
does.
all right. Let's do that version.
Okay. Remember, I told you my grandma's a medium. She's the one who raised me. Both my parents are dead. Don't get all sad and mopey on my account. My family's weird, and I'm just trying to tell you where I'm coming from. Whenever I went out, I had to do this ritual pose for good luck. Grandma made me hold that pose the whole way to school. Of course, all the boys laughed at me. But if I didn't do it, Grandma'd get mad and I'd feel bad about that. Then the worst happened. The boy I liked started making fun of me, too. I hated my grandma for that. I told her, now the boy I like hates me because of your dumb ritual. I don't remember exactly, but it was something horrible like that. We didn't speak for a long time after that, and I never did the ritual again. I get super pissed if I find out someone's making fun of her. In the end, I didn't hate the fact that the boy I liked didn't like me. No, what I hated was that the boy I liked made fun of my grandma. Truth is, my grandma and her being a medium were special to me, and I loved that. She took me in and raised me all by herself. That's why I believe in what she does. That's also why I believe in ghosts, too. And now it's your turn to tell me why you believe in aliens.
Yeah. Nice. Really nice job, Alyssa. Yeah,
Thank
so
you.
I mean, again, you have a very great idea, and then your adjustment was excellent. Sometimes I want to say like less is more. So, when you receive this copy, let's say if you didn't have a video, like you could play this in so many ways, but kind of having that just enough emotion and then kind of keeping it like cool and no big deal is definitely one way to play it, right? And then in fact, often anime kind of lands there. So it's very specific. Yes, we do want to see really big emotions, but a lot of anime nowadays is more of this happening. Yeah. So I think if you are given an audition size, and then there are a lot of slice of life or school kind of anime out there, but if you can kind of find the fine line of how much to give or hide the emotion, but kind of like show a little bit, just like you did right now. I think it really works. And then I think it's really great place that you are in right now. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah. Great job. And I love the natural tone. In the script, I know it's separated into the lines and it's like line numbers, but it really is a one thought. And I want to feel it's just all coming out of you. And then your performance felt like that. So yeah,
Hey,
great job.
I know
thank you so much.
With this script, I was imagining just what the purpose of the scene is, and I think it's to see her shift in character development and to go from that teenager kind of brick wall that she builds up and then let it fall away at the end. So
yeah, I mean, you're 100% correct. There's a lot of information dump here, but at the same time, we are seeing her, what's underlying, what's her core, how she feels about her relationship, because it becomes obviously important in the series later on. So yeah, great job. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mami.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, Alyssa. Hi.
Hi, how's it going?
Great to be here. So yeah, can I know a little bit about you?
Yeah, of course. I started with voiceover last year. The year prior, I'd met Alan at a convention and he was telling me about the voice actor college. And so I took the leap into it and it's been fantastic. Funny enough, I actually started recording in my car, but I have since upgraded fantastically. So it's been wonderful. I'm down here in Melbourne, Florida.
That is so awesome. And then it's so wonderful that everybody's doing so well. I mean, 1 year ago you decided and then seems like, you and everybody already doing great job. So yeah, awesome. And then great to be working with you. Which character did you pick?
I want to try something a little different because I want to try a male character, if
Yeah,
that's okay.
let's do it. Mhm.
Yeah, I want to try with Gyataro.
Awesome. All right. I'm going to go ahead and show you the videos on that. All right. That's the character. Let's hear your take.
Awesome. Oh, is that a burn on your face? Look here. You need to learn how to take better care of you, you know? After all, you were born with such a pretty face compared to mine. Not bad. I was going in for the kill, you know? But you were able to stop me, weren't you? Good for you, really. You're a lucky guy, aren't you? That face of yours. Nice. I like your skin, too. Not a blemish, birthmark, or a scar to be seen anywhere, huh? And you've got some meat on your bones. I can't gain weight no matter what, see? And you're tall as well. You look like you're well over 6 feet, aren't you? And let me guess, you must get tons of attention from the ladies, don't you? I envy you. Oh, how I envy you. Would you mind just dropping dead? And in the most agonizing way at that? Like getting skinned alive, or maybe even getting that belly of yours slit open.
Wow. Great voice. Yeah. Really enjoyed your take on this character. I mean, yeah, like your voice, the way you kind of like a physicalized it was really nice. Yeah, great job.
You.
And then obviously, this is a villain and then creepy character, but yeah,
Mhm.
I think you capture the quality and then again the voice really fit nicely for this role. So
Thank you.
yeah. So and then there's no straining that you don't feel anything. Okay, cool. Because
No?
yeah, once you book the character, you have to be able to perform in
Mhm.
this voice, any emotion for 4 hours
Yeah,
at least.
that's something
Yeah,
I
okay.
can. That's perfectly fine.
That's great. That's so excellent. Yeah, so you have the characterization, the voice really down, and then the idea for this character is great. So I would say, why not take up more spotlight? Okay, so what I mean is, I really like you to just kind of like the notes earlier. You can really go big or small, or just kind of let's say kind of like be in your own world, I should say. So what I mean is, you can take more time with it.
Mhm.
And then, I would love to hear maybe something, let's start at something a little bit smaller in terms of physicality. So as the video reveals, like we see more and more of him, right? So
Mhm.
let's imagine, like we don't know what this is. Is this a man? Is this a creature? So when he starts out in the scene, imagine he was crouching down. And we don't see his full figure. And he's just kind of talking to himself. But as the scene goes on, it gets revealed more and more and more. And then also, I love to have a moment that audience don't know if you are bad or good. Because you say all these good things like, oh, you are lucky, you look nice, you must be popular, right? So you're complimenting. So then like, obviously we can't trust this person, but are they really evil or are they just like friendly?
Right.
So it could really go either way. So I want to keep the mystery a little bit more, but imagine you start out crouching small in the shadows in the corner to we get to see him a little bit more and more and more. And as he's growing taller and bigger and we see his figure and we don't know he's good or bad, but once you get to line 262, we know he is very dangerous.
Right.
So that's when we see, I envy you, I envy you, the rest of the line. Let me hear that we need to get away from here now. Kind of,
Right.
tension.
Okay.
So yeah, let's hear that version.
All right. Oh, is that a burn on your face? Look here. You need to learn how to take better care of your face, you know? After all, you were born with such a pretty face compared to mine. Not bad. I was going in for the kill, you know? But you were able to stop me, weren't you? Good for you. Really? You're a lucky guy, aren't you? That face of yours. Nice. I like your skin, too. Not a blemish, birthmark, or scar to be seen anywhere, huh? And you've got some meat on your bones. I can't gain weight no matter what, see? And you're tall as well. You look like you're well over 6 feet, aren't you? And let me guess, you must get tons of attention from the ladies, don't you? I envy you. Oh, how I envy you. Would you mind just dropping dead? And in the most agonizing way at that? Like getting skinned alive, or maybe even getting that belly of yours slit open.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that was definitely scary. Great job. Um, yeah, so again, you got the voice and then it's so wonderful that you can do that voice and feel comfortable and then you feel like being able to do it for hours at a time. That's really nice. So I think, yeah, when you get the audition like that, you're gonna just go for it. Uh, just like kind of like the notes earlier with the villain, you can just go crazy, like high, low, fast, slow, and then maybe add something in between as well, as it comes out to you. I loved your last take, you had a smile on them, right? So when you're threatening someone, but you add a smile on top. So
Yeah.
really doing the opposite things will make it much more scarier and interesting as well. So yeah, but great job.
Thank
And
you so
then
much.
great job picking this character. Thank you. Hi.
Hello. Hi.
Hi.
Yes, so a little bit about me. Started this back in January. So I literally just started. So joined the voice actor college in January because I went to Anime Frontier in December, where I saw you there, and I was gonna do the Bang Zoom audition, got scared and was like, I'll do this another time. So live here in Fort Worth, Texas. So that's where I'm at right now currently.
Jose, thank you so much because that's the reason we do it,
Mhm.
because we go out to the convention and kind of showcase, have fun, and then wonderful art the voiceover is. And
Hmm.
then I think there are a lot of people out there maybe never heard of voiceover before, or maybe you were always interested in
Hmm.
trying it out. But, seeing other people do it, like, you have to do it too.
Yes. And
Yeah,
yeah,
so
eh,
I'm so glad to hear that you are here now. Yeah.
yeah, like I said, I've always wanted to do it, always had a passion, just never did it till now. I was like, you know what? I think it's time. After talking to, I honestly forgot who it was that was there at the Voice Actor College booth at Anime Frontier, but they convinced me, and I was like, yeah, I'll do it. Let's do it.
Hooray, yay. Yeah, that's the whole reason that we do it. So thank you, thank you. Um, and which character did you pick?
Yes, Brad Coleman from Mashal.
Nice. All right. Play the video. Okay, that's the scene. So let's hear your take.
Alrighty. Ugh, blah, blah, blah. Life's great if you got talent. Then you got folks like me, living boring lives in those dirt places till they die. What? Are you kidding me? Because of your petty crime, I got all this extra work to do now. And I'm gonna make damn sure you regret it, so I don't ever see you here again. Huh? What? I'm in the middle of something. Oh? You sure the kid's got no mark?
Jose, yes, you should be in a voiceover. Yeah, I'm so glad you're here. Great job. You have a great voice. Yeah. And then, what I really liked your performance is you really took the time because, when you listen to the video, pay attention to this character, he's like so confident and he's comfortable being him. He
Mhm.
does not rush, he's just living his own pace. And you really capture that. So, on top of having the great voice that matches this character very well, that kind of the pacing, the groundness that you captured. So that was really great. I will tell you still till this day, 70% of audition, I would say, is like read too fast. Like I hear
Mhm.
auditions just going, word to word to word, like wall to wall dialogue. But like this character, he's all about just taking his sweet time. So
Mhm.
yeah, great job capturing that. Yeah. So I think, you have a really great idea about this character. You paid attention to the scene very well. So, let's take it even farther. And then,
Mhm.
so if you remember, like he's just like in a chair, like,
Yeah.
reading the newspaper, right? So really take your time on the first line.
Mhm.
The blah, 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 like, so really take the time and then just, let me know how bored and then, your life sucked, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, but, only fun that he has is to torture these criminals.
Yeah.
So, uh, line one was saying, what are you kidding me? Like he's gonna jump on this opportunity. This is the
Yeah.
opportunity. And then let me hear you physically approaching this guy as you say 9 and 10, where he's the criminal screaming terrified.
Mhm.
That's your joy. So again, every word you say here, you are enjoying it. You can milk it.
Mhm.
And then yeah, at the end, your phone got interrupted. So irritated, which you captured very well. So yeah, let me just hear, like, I think you had a great idea. So just intensifying those parts. So, uh, even more bored at the top, kind of sharp turn on 107, 109 and 110. Let me hear your enjoyment.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Yeah. Mhm.
Alrighty. Blah, blah, blah. Life's great if you got talent. Then you got folks like me, living boring lives in duelist dirt places till they die. What? Are you kidding me? Because of your petty crime, I got all this extra work to do now. And I'm gonna make damn sure you regret it. So I don't ever see you here again. What? I'm in the middle of something. Oh yeah? You sure the kid's got no mark?
Yeah, very nice. Yeah, great job. So, yeah, I feel like this character fit right into your voice. And I don't know if you had any acting background. Never?
No.
Or you have a
The-
very good instinct. Yeah. So, since you're starting out now, definitely like it's about acting, right? So it's not about really voice. Everybody
Mhm.
has beautiful voice, and then your natural voice is great. Okay, so I would say, yeah, like you are able to pick the character that you feel fit for your voice,
Mhm.
which is nice. So I would say, just keep going for this kind of character. But how you really took your time right now, I don't know if you felt good or you felt maybe too slow. I'm not sure, but trust me, it was great pacing. So if you felt a little slow, be comfortable with it. And
Mhm.
then all that like sighs and breaths you gave in between, that was great. So maybe just playing with a little bit more. Let's say if this character is a more angrier kind of character, then you want to give more push.
Yeah.
Or if you're a little bit more relaxed and you don't want to give that edge. So you have really nice natural edge already. So the rest is just deciding if you're going to give more or give less. So
Mhm.
yeah, start out from there, but great job.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. All right. And I think we had Joseph. Hey.
Hello.
Hi.
So, my name is Joseph Petoskey. I am from the middle of nowhere in New York. If you ask Alan or most of the people in here, they call me Joey because I made the comment of telling Alan that's what people in my house call me. I have done acting in college and in high school. I met Alan in Fan Expo in Philadelphia a couple years ago, and I took the chance, and I've been loving it. I've done a couple audiobooks. I've done some mods now with the club, and now I'm here.
Wonderful. That's great. Awesome. Which character did you pick today?
I chose Okra from Dun Dun Dun.
Oh, nice. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and share the video. Just one sec. Okay, that's the character. Let's hear your take.
All right. Fine. Take it. Take whatever I have. All I ever wanted was to meet an alien. I never had any friends, and I thought if anyone would be friends with me, it'd be aliens. Ever since grade school, I've been staring up at the sky and calling out for you guys to show up. But you never did. No matter how many times I called out to you, you never came. There I was, bullied by kids and ignored by aliens. My life sucked. No one gave a crap if I was alive or dead. But Miss Ayase, she's the only one who stood up for me. So get your lousy hands off her. I won't let anyone hurt her, you hear me? I'd do anything for her. I'd turn into a monster for her. Ugh. Sorry. I don't think I can save you.
Nice job. Can I call you Joey?
Yep. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
okay. Yeah, great work. So again, one, your voice was wonderful for this character, but it's very physical scene. And then yeah, I really felt that. And then great job. So I also really liked there's a moment, they flashbacks in the middle about his kids, when he was kid, and then being bullied and all that stuff, right? So if you remember the video, all of a sudden it was like action, 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 cuts back to flashback, and it is like soft piano playing in the back. So we want to feel that, in that the shift, right? So I felt it in your take one. That was great. So let's have your second take. So in the first, like maybe 3 lines, right? Before we go to the VO voiceover lines, don't need to be big or yelly, but we see him kind of strapped on the wall and he's fighting, right? So let me hear a little bit more of the physical strain that it's a little bit hard for you to talk, right? And then it cuts to the flashback. Now, I like to hear your emotional strain. So no longer the physical. So Okada is someone who loves aliens and UFOs and all that stuff. So in the beginning, when he says, yes, fine, take me, whatever you want. As an audience, we think like, oh yeah, of course Okada loves aliens. But then what he's saying is like, you never came. You weren't there for me. So completely opposite. And then Ayase was there, Momo was there for me. So I want to feel the emotional, like physical strength to the emotional hurt. And then you're going to build back the strength. I won't let anyone hurt her, you hear me? So I'd like you to build up the emotion there. And then 284, we are back to seeing him physically being transformed, which I like your take on that. Yeah, so let's go ahead and go a little bit more on that. So let me hear the transformation a little bit more. And I love the release at the end. Yeah, so let's hear that version.
All right. Fine. Take it. Take whatever I have. All I ever wanted was to meet an alien. I never had any friends, and I thought if anyone would be my friends, it would be aliens. Ever since grade school, I've been staring up at the sky and calling out to you guys to help. But you never did. No matter how many times I called out to you, you never came. There I was, bullied by kids and ignored by aliens. My life sucked. No one gave a crap if I was alive or dead. But Miss Ayase, she's the only one who stood up for me. So get your lousy hands off her! I won't let anyone hurt her. You hear me? I'd do anything for her. I'd turn into a monster for her. Sorry. I don't think I can save you.
Yeah. Excellent work. Yeah, great adjustment. Yeah, I think you took my direction very well. So, yeah, like, again, if you look at this scene or little script, this one page, I got to hear so many different versions of Okaran. And I got to really get to know him because, he is a hero, but he wasn't built for a hero, right? He's not a tough guy. So I could really hear that maybe it's a completely, I think you would be different story if you are already auditioning for this heroic boy. But Okaran isn't that. But he's still fighting back and then trying to be a hero. It's a huge difference. And I think you really portray the subtlety on that. So Yeah, great job.
I really enjoyed it because it definitely took me out of what I normally do because I normally do villains and things like that. But I'm like, I want to be a good guy.
You did great job. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Nice. Hi, McKenna.
Hi, my name's McKenna. I am LA born and raised. I grew up in Santa Clarita. I'm currently just a couple hours north now. I've been doing theater for a long time, since 2009. On and off with high school and a little bit of college and mostly community theater. Um, I've been really into it, especially recently. Um, I ended up part of the voice actor college because of Alyssa. After she went to the con, she came back to the group of us, and we were all already kind of deciding we wanted to try voice acting. And so she was like, hey, we're gonna go try the voice acting college. And so me and Alyssa and a couple others who were also in this group all decided to do it. And so we've all been having this journey together. And this is the first time we're actually all doing a workshop together as well. So it's going to be tons of fun.
Ah, that's so cool. It's such a great story. Like, honestly, like, your network, your friends here, uh, are everything, honestly. So obviously, to grow together and help each other. But let's say one of you make it, right? And then, like I get a lot of submissions, and then or agency recommendations as well. Everyone sounds great on their demo. So it's very hard for me to pick a new person. But let's say someone that I already work with, someone makes it, and then they'll tell me that, oh, you should meet those people because I've been studying acting from the beginning. And then now I know, like, well, I know this person's so great. And if you guys study together, took classes together since the beginning, I know those people would be great too. So it's really makes a huge difference as you move into more professional, very competitive world. So yeah, that's wonderful that you guys are really helping each other. And yeah, make sure to network if you haven't met, anybody in this group. But yeah, excellent. And then which character did you pick?
I picked Seiko.
Seiko, great. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and play this. Bye. Okay, that's the scene. All right, let's hear your first take.
Okay. Whoa, you're a speedy little jerk. Even so, your attack was predictable. I knew you'd come at me from my blind spot. And now you're standing in the trap I had waiting for you. If you step foot out of that circle, you'll die. That right there's a barrier, hun. See that warning nail inside this circle? That means I'm standing in a barrier. The nail outside your circle means the barrier's all around you. So, if you're wondering how you got barbecued before, it's because I was already standing inside my barrier. I wasn't planning on keeping you at all, hun. The plan was to kill you. Stand your ground, or I'll knock you over the line. Ugh, you poor thing. Being fast doesn't help much in a barrier, does it? Oh, now the old hag calls an old hag a dirty old hag. I hate hypocrites. Any scumbag that seduces my grandkid gets murdered, even if they're human. Bye-bye.
Nice work. Yeah. Seiko's very confident and calm and in control, which your read was that. And then I really think, you have a theater background immediately shows in your voice. So I love how you're very well supported. Obviously I can see you're very relaxed, just like the character in this scene. but I can also hear how supported you are and then projected without really feeling any effort that you are doing it. So really great. Yeah, you have that base, which is very important for us because again, in anime, there are a lot of characters. I mean, this one's not, but a lot of characters very big and when we look for new actors, that's our first concern is the projection. So it's being able to support like you can is very good. Yeah.
Thank you.
Great job. All right. So yeah, I think you captured Seiko very well. I liked how, again, you are relaxed and completely confident in control. I love the tone or the pacing. The first half of the script is really you explaining what it is, but I felt that you are talking to this creature and showing, in the video, she was like pointing things and drawing things. I felt that. So let's keep that for sure. And then, yeah, give me like a little bit more of as if like, you're showing this is how it's going to be, kind of thing. So yeah, let's keep that. And then I loved 54 and on, like you start to see her like swinging the bats and then, has a little bit more energized tone, even though she's still very calm and confident. And then great catch on 958 where she's actually swinging the bat and hitting. So yeah, that was really nice. Let's see, line 66 and 67. So that's where I also want to bring the physicality back on a little bit. So she's actually like, trying to like, not stab, but, kind of like fighting back physically, with the Turbo Granny. So
okay,
let me
yeah,
hear
I
that.
see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a little bit more of the tension and physicality, but the rest was really good. So yeah, very calm and confident, just like you read in the first part of the script, slightly more physicality, and then same confidence, but a little bit elevating. Now she's walking around, singing things, overall, and then yeah, physicality at the end. So yeah, the rest was great.
Thank you.
All right.
Whoa, you're a speedy little jerk. Even so, your attack was predictable. I knew you'd come at me from my blind spot. And now you're standing in a trap I had waiting for you. If you step foot out of that circle, you'll die. That right there's a barrier, hun. See that warning nail inside this circle? That means I'm standing in a barrier. The nail outside your circle means the barrier's all around you. So if you're wondering how you got barbecued before, it's because I was already standing inside my barrier. I wasn't planning on keeping you at all, hun. The plan was to kill you. Stand your ground, or I'll knock you over the line. You poor thing. Being fast doesn't help you much in a barrier, does it? Now the old hag calls an old hag a dirty old hag. I hate hypocrites. Any scumbag that seduces my grandkid gets murdered, even if they're human. Bye-bye.
Yeah, that's a great take. Yeah, great job. You took my direction very well. Subtle adjustment, but it was just enough. So yeah, it was really nice. And I mean, everything I said in the take one, great things. You were still there. Excellent work. The tension towards the end, yes, definitely, the physicality, the body that we want to hear, which it was there. Maybe one let's see, little effort at 55, the swing effort.
Mhm.
So I would say, again, there are a lot of efforts in anime. Sometimes you come in just to do
Mhm.
like reactions and efforts. So maybe it can be a little bit more physical, like a little bit more like air than the voice, if you know what
Okay.
I mean. Yeah, so it's more
Yeah.
like kind of thing, you know?
Yeah.
So
That's efforts are one of the things that I want more like practiced with and more
yeah.
professional like actual time with, because that's
Hmm.
something that you don't see a lot of outside of like a lot of our training. And so I
Yeah.
want to get more into like the smaller things like the emotes and the efforts and the reactions.
Yeah. That's wonderful. It is very important in this genre. And then, especially like sometimes, yes, anime, there's a lot of like just pure efforts, like we call it
Mhm.
effort page, like entire pages efforts. But like, let's say like video game, there's a lot of it. And then that's
Mhm.
where you really need to be careful because you could easily hurt your voice. So literally you're given the scripts that says like this one, swinging efforts, small, medium, large, times 5, basically like that. And you're literally doing small,
Mhm.
5 times, slightly different way. And that's just one cue, right? So then you have to like keep maybe jumping efforts. So it's really it's very important but also very dangerous. So
Mhm.
it's good that you have awareness that you want to train that area because you don't want to just like blindly book something not knowing that's gonna be what it is. But yeah, I think a lot of it is also coming from like authentic areas. So maybe when you are exercising or literally swinging a ball, like, try to maybe, like, what if this was a sound, kind of thing. You can kind of practice it that way. But I mean, it's literally just that one thing. And then the rest was excellent. No notes.
Thank you.
Yeah, great job. Thank you. All right. Hi, Morgan.
Hi, I thought it was Mizell next. Sorry, guys. All right. All right. Well, hello, Mommy. I met you
Hi.
in New Orleans, if you remember me. I don't know if you do, but I
You
work.
should turn up your game maybe a little bit.
Oh,
I think you're
yes.
coming in
Hold
a
on.
little soft.
Can you hear me better now?
It's a little better. Maybe can you go a little more if
Yes.
possible?
How's that?
Yeah, that's better. That's better. Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Yes.
thank you for
So
coming to the panel in New Orleans.
it was really fun. It was so yeah, so I'm Morgan Tarpley Smith. I work for the college now. I work at the admin side and also a rep. And so I am based in Shreveport, Louisiana. And like several of our awesome voice actors on the call, I have a theater background, stage and theater since I was a kid. And last year, I found the voice actor college through the backstage, just like Andrea. And I really was like, I kind of want to see where this takes me because I'd already loved acting for stage and children's theater and things like that. And I just dove in and really had a lot of fun. And I just signed with a talent agent in November for on screen and voice actor work. So, no credits yet, but I'm very excited. And I love quirky characters with heart. And just really, I'm having a lot of fun with voiceover. So I'm glad to be here and to perform for you.
Oh, that's so wonderful. It's great that you already got an agent. That's fantastic. Yeah. Awesome. Well, which character did you pick?
I picked Moraha.
Moroha. Nice.
Okay, I hope I said it correctly.
Yeah, you did. Right, let me play the video for you. All right, that's the thing.
I love that clip. It was so fun.
Yay! Anytime you.
All right. Uh-oh. Of all the places she could have sent me, the Tree of Ages delivered us to Roothead. Sorry, Roots, but we can't give you the pearls anymore. Crimson Dragon Wave! Your demon power is getting drained. That's no good. Oh, that's right. My present. Here we go. Yo, how'd you like a taste of a Lucky Kappa's foot? Thanks, Grandpa, you were right. That old foot totally brought us good luck. Heavenly Arrow Barrage! Hey, that light. Toa, aim for the spot right under his eye. That's his weak spot. Now finish him off. Her demon power turned into a blue dragon. Ah!
Great work, Morgan. Again, great job capturing Moroha character. So, she's very fun, spunky, energetic, and just how you performed, she's always kind of like, she approaches from like a lighter point of view. So she can be like comic relief, but also, it's always like she has smile and all that stuff. So you capture that character very well. Yeah,
Thank
great
you.
job. And this thing has like a lot going on. So yeah.
I almost didn't choose it, Mommy, because I was like, do I play it safe or do I go all in? And I love the character, and I was like, I'm just gonna do it. And it has a lot.
Yeah,
But I had
you
fun.
did great.
Thank you so much.
No, I'm glad you chose this one. Yeah, so for a scene like this, it's important to think, who is she talking to, right? So looks like they are in this cave thing and there's two other girls. So sometimes she's talking to them, but talking to herself, talking to them, talking to herself. So that difference is very important. You definitely had that going on. So I think for your second take, let's even, take your time and then really think about the distance of the people you're talking to, but also she talks to herself a lot. So we want to make sure that there's a difference there, right? And then she also fly through the air and then this like, the move thing, like she's literally flying through. And then, so that one, again, there's no rush here, no rush here. So I'd like you to take your time. And then there are moments of your voice placement, that you had it kind of onto your like chest or on your gut. And I thought that played really nicely for this kind of character. So almost like playing as if she's a boy, so like kind of keep it down and chesty. So even, I'm not sure if you have played with I don't know if you sing or do anything like that,
I
but
do.
yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
great. Yeah. So think of it like that. And you can kind of place her in a little bit more chestier place. So even though she's going like big or yelling, I think it sits nicely when you play it that low. And then, if it kind of becomes a little bit too, scratchy or too deep, I think it works great for this character.
Okay, so
Yeah.
it's okay to go the lower range, a middle
Oh,
to
yeah.
lower. Because I was thinking, it's of course she's a young to early teen, so you think higher, but not everyone's voice, is that high. And I love like characters
Yeah.
like Frieren, like where they have
hmm
the lower register for women, especially small petite characters. So I do love that. So I
Yeah.
can definitely try to lean into that. I was just trying to keep higher.
Yeah, I totally understand. So yeah, I think I got to hear a glimpse of when your voice sit low in your chest or gut area. I thought that was great. So definitely let's go with that voice for this character. But yeah, really nice job. So, really take your time and then give me the big, heavenly aura barrage and then the next one too. I think that, yeah, that's that one. And there's the Crimson Dragon Wave. Yeah. So those two,
Is
big
it okay to throw in
power.
a few more emotes in there with that? Does it
Oh
matter?
yeah.
Are you okay with
Yeah,
that, Mami?
that's totally okay. So again, when you're auditioning, that's the moment you can showcase and add a little bit of flavor here and there, even though it might not be scripted. If it comes to you naturally, go ahead and throw in there. If you're lip syncing, we don't have that kind of luxury. But audition, that's where you can showcase. So yeah,
Okay.
let's hear your second take.
All right. I think lower and slower a little bit. Okay. Thank you. Uh-oh. Of all the places she could have sent us, the Tree of Ages delivered us to Roothead? Sorry, Roots, but we can't give you the pearls anymore. Crimson Dragon Wave! Oh. Your demon power is being drained! That's no good! Oh, that's right! My present! Here we go. Yo! How'd you like a taste of a lucky Kappa's foot? Thanks, Grandpa. You're right. That old foot totally brought us luck. Heavenly Arrow Barrage! Hey, that light. Toa, aim for the spot right under his eye. That's its weak spot. Now finish him off. Her demon power turned into a blue dragon. Ah!
Yeah, the voice is great, Morgan. Yeah, really nicely done. So, and then it still sounded like a little girl. Yeah.
Because I'm totally not.
No, it sounded like authentic teenager voice. So it's totally worked. Yeah. So great job. And then great, again, using your diaphragm because action scene like this, we definitely need that. And then great job also differentiating the distance between the characters. One thing, the scream at the end. So again, it's, one of those things that we want to be very careful with. But also, depending on the scene, and I think this would also be a one case too, even though it says scream, it doesn't always mean like, blood curdling death scream, right? So you can play it with more like out of balance kind of thing. So instead of going like one, you can go, like a little bit, kind of like, play with your physicality so that it gives you a little bit more wave tones in there so that it doesn't need to be the one scream that you would think of. So if you feel sometimes it's a little too much for me to yell right now, you can add those like off balance kind of thing. And or if it's like a more lighthearted comedic or a lot of like, younger audience, we also don't want scream to be in there. Like we don't want people to think someone's getting hurt. So then we do a lot of like actually up and down, kind of a scream as well. Yeah.
Like that kind of
exactly.
Stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
Like
so then
like Pokemon Jesse and James blast off.
Exactly. So then, you know, that totally works as well. So yeah, you can kind of play with your placement there. Yeah, great job.
Thank you so much, Mommy.
Yeah, nice job. All right. Hi.
Hello.
Is it Mizel or Maisel?
Mizell, yeah.
Maisel, hi.
Hello, Mommy. Nice to meet you. So a little bit of background on me. I'm from Georgia. I've worked 10 years in local radio and TV. I currently work for the Voice Actor College, and I also do training videos for corporate stuff, voiceover and on-screen stuff. So a little bit of experience around the whole industry, mostly local stuff. So yeah.
That's great. 10 years? That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
started right out of high school in radio, which then moved into a television local TV show as well. So that was a lot of fun. Learned a lot.
Wow, that's nice. Yeah. Great.
And
And thanks for being here. Which character did you pick?
so I think I'm going to be the first repeat. I picked Akira.
Kira, nice. Are you okay just going for it? All
Yeah,
right.
good.
Okay, anytime you're ready.
Miss Satori, I came to check if you're the CEO. Excuse me, sir. I have something important to tell you. If I can have a minute of your time. The last 3 years I've been with you and the company, the long, hard work hours have been suffocating me, and it's made me forget what living is really like. And so, I don't know why I'm working here anymore. It pains me to have to say this to you, sir, but I'm resigning and taking back control of my life. Despite my inexperience, you hired and mentored me until today. And for that, I am eternally grateful. I know what I'm doing is very selfish of me. But please accept my resignation. Thank you, sir, for everything you've done for me.
Nice job. Great energy. Again, you captured his like straightforwardness, how he is here to properly resign, but also like in a more militaristic, formal way. Great job on that. And then you also paying attention to video very closely because you had that right cue when you take your tie off. You know, taking back control of my life, the physicality there, that was excellent. Yeah, great work. So, and then I liked your voice for this character. That's excellent. For your second read, because again, I hear you have a great support, great projection. Obviously, your diction and everything is perfect. Could I hear maybe again a little bit more kind of in your chest voice, a little bit more maybe.
Okay.
And then take your time a little bit more at the top when he's giving the speech of the resignation. So for him, he sees the CEO and almost feels like, okay, he has to kind of fix himself, like he fixed the tie, and then kind of like, okay, now I'm ready to speak to CEO. Kind of that attitude shift. I love to hear it. There's no fear, no anxiety. He is a new person. The idea of starting new life, it's just, he has to do. It's a very positive thing. So I love to hear the positive tone. You can take a moment in between the CEO and then, excuse me, sir. So go ahead and have the moment that you kind of shift. Okay, this is my chance to tell him how grateful I am. That's the fact. He is not like trying to be nice about it. That's how he really feels. So then, great job on the taking back control of my life, throwing up the tie. And after that, he gets in this ready position. So as you go through towards, then for me, I like you to climbing the stairs, one line at a time. I want to hear that energy building up towards the end. And then at the same time, let me hear your smile. Your near future is so close that you're just excited for it. So yeah, you're ready for the new life. And then I'm gonna go and get it. So that's the kind of moment. So I love to hear your smile, positivity, and build up the energy for the big push. So that then for me, at the end, your performance is great. I love to hear again more of the gut, more of the chest and the physical. Really push him out away from the window.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, let's hear that.
Miss Satori, I came to check on if you're the CEO. Excuse me, sir. I have something important to tell you. If I can have a minute of your time. The last 3 years I've been with you and the company, the long, hard work hours have been suffocating me, and it's made me forget what living is really like. And so, I don't know why I'm working here anymore. It pains me to have to say this to you, sir. But I'm resigning and taking back control of my life. Despite my inexperience, you hired and mentored me up until today. I know what I'm doing is very selfish of me. But please accept my resignation. Thank you, sir, for everything you've done for me!
Yeah. Huge difference. So your take one was already great, but this time I really felt that you were there, in the scene. And then the moment that you adjusted yourself, those were gold. It was really nice because you are him, really, and it was coming from you. And then I also felt the distance, how far CEO was. You were talking to him in the scene, and then while being positive, I can also hear hearts pounding to resign in front of the CEO. So everything was great. Great job on the physicality build up at the end. So yeah, everybody tells me after doing anime, it's like a workout. You should be feeling with your body. So how you felt at the end, you pushed him out. Keep that kind of feeling with you because that's what we need for anime audition. So really, you need to feel it physically, and that is going to show up on the voice. So even I wasn't looking at you on the Zoom or anything, I will hear it in your voice. So great work.
Thank you so much, Mommy, for this
Yeah.
moment. Appreciate you.
Thank you. Great job. All right. I have Kara next. Is that right?
Hi, Mommy.
Hi.
Hey, I feel so honored to do this workshop with you. So
Oh,
thank you for
thank
doing
you.
this for us.
No, thank you for being here. I know it's late for a lot of you guys, so thank you for staying with me.
No problem. I even mentioned this event this workshop to Griffin Burns at an event the other week, and he told me to tell you he said hi.
I saw him earlier today.
Ah.
Yeah, great. Thank you. I will definitely, I'm sure I'll see him this week again. So awesome. Yeah, can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, my name is Tara Gilhausen. I live in Phoenix, Arizona, and signed up for the voice acting college this past July, thanks to Alyssa. I've been working a little bit on some video game mods as well as indie animated series. And just other than that, just focusing on the college.
Nice. Are you still going to college?
I am. I have about how much do I have? I'm halfway done, really.
Oh, nice. Great. Well, thank you for joining. And which character did you pick?
Daki.
Ooh, nice. Would you
I
like to
had
see the
to.
video again? Yeah. Are you good with the video or?
Oh, I'm good.
Okay. Right. Anytime you're ready.
Alrighty. Perhaps it wasn't obvious, but that's the sort of thing you should keep your mouth shut about when you realize it. That's the smartest way to live, don't you think? That's how everyone survived, including me. But it looks like you're far stupider than I could have imagined. And now, you're staring death in the eye for that same stupidity. It's such a pity. Oh, Mitsu. What are you scared of? There's no need for you to be afraid. The dried out flesh of old hags like you tastes revolting. And you're hideous. Why would I eat you? I'm actually offended you assumed I would. Goodbye, Omitsu.
Great job. You have such a cute, beautiful voice. So, I mean,
you.
I know you're playing villain, but really liked it. Yeah. So, really nice job. So your take one, I definitely want to keep it, but what I like to suggest is to kind of milk it. So what I mean is take your time and then pick some words that you really emphasize. So that's your choice, okay? And then I would say basically, she loves this moment. She lives for torturing humans. So basically, she has this dessert in front of her, and she's gonna take her time and wait for it to be ripe, and then she's gonna eat it. So maybe for first three lines, tell me as if she is telling like a ghost story and she's enjoying this person that is so scared with her story. So you can even whisper it, you can go high, low, tell it to her ears, basically, like whisper even. And then maybe you can be a cute little girl that's just having fun with her toys, you know. And then at the end, let me see her ugly side. So maybe you can drop it down to your chest. You can even add a little bit of a texture. So yeah, let me hear those like phases as she plays with her food.
Okay.
And then really, spotlight is on you. Daki would love to have this moment last forever. That's her best thing. So take your time and then really toy with this woman that she's holding.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Alright. Perhaps it wasn't obvious, but that's the sort of thing you should keep your mouth shut about when you realize it. That's the smartest way to live, don't you think? That's how everyone survived, including me. But it looks like you're far stupider than I could have imagined. And now, you're staring death in the eye for that same stupidity. Such a pity. Oh, Mitsu. What are you scared of? There's no need for you to be afraid. The dried out flesh of old hags like you tastes revolting. And you're hideous. Why would I eat you? I'm actually offended you assumed I would. Goodbye, Onitsu.
Yeah. Now I hear this character is a shapeshifter. She does not look like or seem like what she looks, right? Really nice job. So yeah, you have all this range, and then maybe when you are auditioning for this kind of character, how you show me different phases of her, that can also happen in one line. So you can start out And to Helios, like, whisper, why would I eat you to the little girl? I'm actually offended, you assume. Like, in the one line, you can change it up so much, and then that's completely okay. So you have those ranges that you already got. So now it's up to you to make those decisions when you're auditioning. But just know that it's totally okay to get there.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah. And then, so your second take was really good pacing, in terms of speed. I say, if you can go even slower at times, I think also it's totally okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So maybe when you're auditioning, lean towards on slower pace, because that really showcase what you got going on underneath.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great job. Thank you so
Thank you.
much. Thank you. And if it's okay, before we move to Tim, could we get like 3-minute break? Is that okay? And I'll be
Sure thing.
right back. Okay, thank you. I'll be back like 3 minutes and 5 minutes quick break. Thank you.
It seems it's time to stall. Hello, I'm back, the stall master. It's me, Sondley. I've taken control of this show.
Suddenly.
It's me.
Where's my smoothie, Sondley?
It's me. It's always me.
Aw, damn you, not him again.
Where are you
Suddenly,
forcing
do
your
I
name?
get a smoothie? Can I have a
Your
smoothie?
your
mine.
groans mean nothing to me. I've seen what makes
All
you
hail
cheer.
Sondley.
He dropped
Sondley.
it.
In Sondley, we
Smoothies are
trust.
so yummy.
You are never
Smoothie
being
I had
forgiven,
was so
Sondley.
Oh no. What?
I don't
Is
know.
it?
He's not
Spotlight on
doing the
myself.
he's not doing the Beetlejuice voice with a Beetlejuice behind his shoulder. I think he should be demoted.
Everyone.
I just
Overthrow
want to
Sondley.
I just want to say real quick.
Sondley for president.
I don't mean any disrespect by eating while y'all are auditioning. I've just been working on my feet all day and immediately got home and went to do this. So I had to fucking eat something.
Remember to have a napkin.
I
That's
get
important.
Wash
You
your
said
hands and have a
working on your
napkin.
feet. I immediately thought you were like pampering yourself with a
Same.
pedicure.
Oh yeah, I've been masseusing all day.
Totally was.
See, thank you. Even Alan thought so.
Suddenly's having a pedicure was like, oh my god, I have to eat now.
Oh man, it was so
Pedicures
tough. They
are
painted
fun.
my nails. They shaved my cuticles.
Oh,
It
what
was-
color?
it was
Shave your
ridiculous.
cuticles.
They did the
They don't
chrome, didn't
shave
they?
them, Sondley. That'd be weird.
Well, okay, so evidently I was
Sondley,
not
they
getting a
shave.
manicure. Pedicure,
Or
rather.
I'd go get a refund because
Man,
that's messed up.
Nikier.
I'm just
Man's on the
happy I'm
name.
able to
How we
speak.
got everybody.
Oh, hey, Vince.
Oh, hi.
Hey,
I
Vince.
got, I got introduced.
Oh, look, there's more people. Oh, they're all popping up.
Speaking of-
Everyone's popping up.
Sam, get
Oh,
up. Sam!
God, is that you?
There you are.
No.
Got all the people.
Hi. Hello.
Yeah, I literally went to the dentist today, so I'm lucky I'm able to talk.
Yeah.
Dude, Joseph, you
Exciting.
have improved so much.
You
Yeah,
have.
I have no idea
Thank
how
you.
much you have
Excellent
improved
job.
since we have heard you before.
And it's
Like,
and
it
it's
is
gonna be even
amazing.
better because I literally just confirmed my microphone upgrade.
Ooh.
Woo, let's go.
Jose
kinds?
coming in with the bass.
What kinds
We're
of
all
Jose
rocking
coming
this.
in with the
I'm
bass.
getting the
Oh, that
NT
was
one,
nice.
the Rode NT one.
Hey, that's what I
Nice.
got.
I
Join the
approve.
club.
That's
And
what
you
I
can
Sounds
hear
like
the
the
road.
one
Sounds
different one.
fantastic.
Mommy's back.
Hello. Sorry. I'm back.
Mommy.
Oh, hi!
We're back. Everybody shut up.
Quiet, everyone.
It's like you guys are having a party there. That's
Woo.
great.
Learn.
Well, thank you. I'm back, and I think I have a 10 next.
Hello, how are you?
Hi, good. Oh, is that the form thing that you had for microphone?
Not sure. It was just the. Here we go. Sorry, it was the microphone sounds a little crooked,
Yeah,
but it's good now.
awesome. All right. Can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Of course. So my name is Tim. I am from Philadelphia. I've been doing some voice acting since 2020, and one of my dad's former employees told me about this class, this voice acting class, and I decided to give it a shot because I've always loved like cartoons, and um, I did very well in the class that my instructor became my personal coach. And I kept taking more classes from other people. And I started doing casting call club where I got a few parts. I'm in a podcast on Apple and got some small YouTube projects, did a promo for a tech company, and just still learning with these wonderful people here.
That's awesome. And where did you say you live right now?
Philadelphia.
Philadelphia. Awesome. Great. Thanks for joining. And
Of
which
course.
character did you pick tonight?
I am doing Brad from Martial Magic and Muscles.
All right. Are you good with the video?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we've watched it.
All right. So whenever you're ready.
All right. Blah, blah, blah. Life's great if you got talent. Then you got folks like me living boring lives in dull as dirt places till they die. What? Are you kidding me? Because of your petty crime, I got all this extra work to do now, and now I'm going to make damn sure you regret it so I don't ever see you here again. Huh? What? I'm in the middle of something. Oh, yeah? You sure the kid's got no mark?
Nice work, Tim.
Thank you.
Great bite that you had for this character. So I like the choices you made on certain words you emphasized, and then you took some time to really again, milk those words. Really nice work. And then
Thank you.
Pacing is great. Obviously, projection support's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so for your second read, I think you got the character down. So what I want to hear is to put you maybe a little bit more in the scene. So as if you on-camera actor performing this scene in his office. So I love to hear maybe a little bit more of that blah, 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 like that kind of no, just leaning in a chair, reading the newspaper, and then what, kind of thing. So a little bit more of that physicality. And then when you are going 109, 110 because of your petty crime, really take your time. Again, imagine you are just maybe you have a bat or something to hit him with, and just really taking your sweet, slow time to approach so that criminal is, more and more. He's like, no, please, no. So you are kind of making him even more scream as you go closer. So yeah, those are the things I kind of want to hear. So maybe more of the physically hearing your breath, your heart pounding, or maybe your footsteps, even almost you are walking closer and closer, and then what? I'm in the middle of something, right? So that shift of attitude, yeah, but overall, you have this character down. So maybe putting him a little bit more in the scene.
All right, so just for clarification, because I want to make sure we're on the same page.
Yeah.
So basically from 102 to 104, sound like that I'm relaxing on a chair, pretending I'm holding a newspaper. And then you said for 109, be more irritated or mad or something?
Yeah, so basically, so that you're reading the newspaper to, this criminal is talking, and maybe imagine you, what, are you kidding me? Now you're standing up, right? So standing up the physicality. And then 109, 110, you're walking to him, but enjoy this moment because again, you are the kind of character you love to hear him scream. So you're gonna go as slow as possible, make him scream more. And then, I love how you emphasize like, don't ever see you here again, kind of thing. You did that in the first tape. And I love to hear more of that.
So basically get more, same kind of tone, but a little more hyped up because my character loves violence, loves to torture people.
Exactly.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And do that from 109 to 110.
110.
And then just the 107, pretending that I just got up with the reaction. What? Are you
Yeah.
kidding me? Okay, thank you so much for
Yeah, of course.
letting me ask again.
Yeah. Let's hear your second take.
All right. Sorry, stupid microphone stand. Time for a new stand, but we are good now. Blah blah blah. Life's great if you got talent. Then you got folks like me, living boring lives in dull as dirt places till they die. What? Are you kidding me? Because of your petty crime, I got all this extra work to do now. And I'm gonna make damn sure you regret it so I don't ever see you here again. Huh? What? I'm in the middle of something. Oh yeah? You sure the kid's got no mark?
There you go. Yeah, that was great.
Thank you.
Thank you for adjusting. I know I gave you pretty detailed direction, but that's what it's about. So, you already have the character, you have the great voice, your performance is there, but adding those physicality, completely different feeling from you are just reading newspaper and talking to yourself to, what, are you kidding me? Complete shift of energy. Excellent work. So
Thank you so much.
maybe if you are given video or maybe you booked a gig and you see the preview, put yourself in there. Like, okay, he's standing up now, he's sitting down. So even the same line, if you know the guy is saying the same line, walking versus sitting on the chair, your performance should sound different.
That
So
makes a lot of
yeah.
sense. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense because just the physicality can change your emotions and your tone of voice. So it really does make.
Exactly.
So thank you
Great
so much for the
work.
advice.
Yeah, you did it. Great job. Thank you.
Thank you.
Nicely done. I have someone next.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing all right considering I'm in the middle of a thunderstorm right now.
Where are you? Where are you at?
So I am located in Monroe, Michigan. That is about 20 minutes south of Detroit.
I've seen the news about Michigan.
Yeah, we've had a couple tornadoes our way.
Oh no.
But we're good.
Are you
We're good.
safe? Your family's safe so far?
Yes. Yes, we're
Okay.
very safe.
Well, thank you for being here so much.
I've been looking forward to this. Nothing could stop me from getting here.
Not even tornado.
Not even tornadoes.
Thank
All right, so a
you.
little bit about me. I was in a digital media production class back in high school, but I was working behind the camera. It wasn't until about 3 years ago that I actually started getting back into voice acting and everything. I've been doing radio for about 2 years now with my mentor. And then Alyssa was talking to me one day about the voice acting college. And I was the first one to pop on to voice acting college without knowing who Alan was. We never met face to face until last December in Texas. So that was fun. I have booked not just radio, but video game mods on Casting Call Club. I have been represented by an agency since September of last year. Yeah. And now I'm here with you.
That's great. Well, congrats on all the great things. I mean, you are working so hard and it seems like it's going very well for you. So great. Yeah, and which character did you pick tonight?
I'm doing Daki.
Ooh, yes. She's our favorite.
I am drawn to the villains.
All right, anytime you're ready.
Perhaps it wasn't obvious, but that's the sort of thing you should keep your mouth shut about when you realize it. That's the smartest way to live, don't you think? That's how everyone survived, including me. But it looks like you're far stupider than I could have imagined. And now, you're staring death in the eye for that same stupidity. It's such a pity, Omitsu. What are you afraid of? There's no need for you to be afraid. The dried out flesh of old hags like you taste revolting. And you're hideous. Why would I eat you? I'm actually offended you assumed I would. Goodbye, Omitsu.
Yeah, great job. Again, you were paying attention to the notes I was giving earlier. I heard all these different faces that she has. Really great job changing up because that's what it's all about. So I loved your richness in your voice. You have a really fuller, great voice. And then I loved how you also show me that, I call it ugly voice in like a texture and then a little bit more monstery voice. Completely different, two sides. So that's really great. So yeah, for your second read, I love to keep the monstery thing that you did at the end. So that was excellent. So if you want to go ahead and have fun even more with that, that's excellent. But, in the beginning, you are giving me your beautiful, fuller, rich voice that you have. And you have a very great color, like ups and downs. So for this character, I think you can emphasize even more of that. So you can go really up and down, again, your choice, however you want to play with, but, really go up and down or, either smile or go deadpan. So I think, great things you have going on there. So I just want to hear more of that.
Okay, I got
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. And then also, again, adding quality of telling ghost stories or showing me the side of, little girl, childlike face also would be great too if you can just throw in there.
Okay. How about more of a little manic energy?
Yeah, that's great. Awesome.
All right. Hold on to your socks, folks. Perhaps it wasn't obvious, but that's the sort of thing you should have kept your mouth shut upon realizing it. That's the smartest way to live, don't you think? That's how everyone survived, including me. But it looks like you're far stupider than I could have ever imagined. And now, you're staring death at the eye in the same stupidity. Oh, it's such a pity, Omitsu. What are you afraid? What are you scared of? There's no need for you to be afraid. The dried out flesh of old hags like you taste revolting. And you're hideous! Why would I eat you? I'm actually offended that you assumed I would. Goodbye, Omitsu.
Yeah, that one had everything.
I flubbed a little
Really?
bit, but I
No.
just went with it.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. Sorry, it was great. So that's what I wanted to ask you to do, and then you got it. So really great manic energy. I mean, for character like this in anime, you really can't go over the top, especially when you're auditioning and you want to showcase something. There you have it. I heard everything, up and down and scary to pretty to sexy to everything. So really great work. And then again, it's, even for director, it's easier to pull you back than pushing you to get there, So, if you can get there, you should, because again, in anime auditions, that's where you can really showcase what you have. So yeah, really great job. It was excellent. I think the character like this comes in your way, go there. And I think that's excellent because no one else is going to be the same read as what you did. Just see, like nothing it will come to my desk exactly as that, right? So because you made a choice, you picked where to be and give those kind of voices in which way. So there was no description. It's really coming from you. Nothing's going to be the same. So that's a really great sign. So yeah.
Thank you. This was
Thank
fun.
you. Great job. Nice. I have Vince. Hi.
Hey. Hello there. Sorry, a bunch of pop-ups came up on me. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing great now that I'm here.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Could you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Well, I've always been fascinated with voice acting, like especially during my early years, like middle school, high school, and during my high school years, like I would like just speak in generally, just in public, and like people would tell me like, "Hey, you should be a voice actor." And of course, I'll be in denial. I'll be like, "I don't know what the hell you're smoking. Can you just stop?" But then when I got in college, I got a microphone and I started, recording voiceovers for fun. Sometimes I would share it with friends. And the feedback I got from my friends during that time kind of propelled me to want to do it more. And one day, I was just in a random convention in my small town, and I just thought to myself, you know what? I want to be a voice actor. And right when I had that thought, I turn to my right, I see Alan and the voice actor college booth, and I'm like, well, if this isn't God or the universe, I don't know what is. So I just signed up for it, and now I'm here.
And that's excellent. Yeah, so glad that you're here. Which character did you pick?
I picked Okarun from Dandadan.
All right. Are you ready to dive right in?
Yeah, sure, let's go.
Okay. Whenever you're ready.
Pull up the script. Fine! Take it! Take whatever I have! All I ever wanted was to meet an alien! I never had any friends, and I thought if anyone would be friends with me, it'd be aliens! Ever since grade school, I've been staring up at the sky and calling out for you guys to show up! But you never did. No matter how many times I called out to you, you never came! There I was, bullied by kids and ignored by aliens. My life sucked. No one gave a crap if I was alive or dead. But Miss Ayase, she was the only one who stood up for me. So get your lousy hands off her! I won't let anyone hurt her! You hear me? I'd do anything for her! I turn into a monster! I'm sorry. I don't think I can save you.
Oh man, great job! It was.
Jesus.
You know, yeah. Take a. I mean, again, it's like a workout. You know, it's really like it's nothing about voice acting. It's physical acting for sure when it comes to anime. But that's what we are feeling too. So again, even if we didn't see your face, right? We're just listening to your voice. We feel all the physical, how your body tightens, how your body gets sweaty, or your hands get sweaty, or heart's pounding, like that all shows up in a voice. And then because that's what the character is going through. So again, it's really deceiving to say voice acting because that's not it. And then you really demonstrated that. But I was wondering, so I didn't catch where you are right now. Where do you live?
Oh shoot! Oh yeah, I thought you were asking where we're at in the script. I was like, I just finished it. I'm just kidding.
I know it's a strange thing to ask because I was like, I'm sure it's late wherever you are.
Yeah, it's like almost 11 p.m. where I'm at.
Yeah.
I'm in North Carolina.
And I hope I don't know if you live with your family or have
they
roommates
know.
or
They know.
Okay. Your performance at 11 p.m. at night. I know an actor, the neighbor called the police on them because they thought that something was happening, right? So I mean,
Noise
it was
complaints.
yeah, it was that kind of like a really powerful performance. So thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right, so for your second take, I mean, again, it was really excellent for the physical strain that Okada is going through, great transformation, and all that. So your second take, maybe this time, so let's go little bit less on the I guess the volume, I want to say. So maybe he's just that strained, but it's almost so that he can't really be loud or big. So, he's trying to speak, but physically there's a limit, right? So let me hear that version in the beginning. And then also, he's a very, like a nerdy character. He's not a hero. Again, obviously he didn't have any friends. He's lonely kind of character. So I would love that to kind of peek through in the beginning. So, but he's gonna turn into a hero by the end. So let's start a little bit maybe weaker physically and emotionally. But the thought, like when he flashes back, how it was for him when he was little, but there was a Messiah there. That gives him a strength. So from there, she's the only one who stood up for me. I want to hear him transform into the hero that he is. So that little, but Miss Aya said I won't let anyone hurt you. Hear me? That little 4 lines there is the true hero. But then the physical, monstery transformation happens. And then the comedy at the end. Or he's back to nerdy kid. So, start a little bit nerdy and weaker, and then let me hear the emotional hurt, that the hell that he went through when he was little. That gives him the drive to become stronger, turns into hero, turns into monster, and then the nerd at the end.
Okay, yeah. So it goes like this. Like it goes from soft nerd, trying to be tough, but he can't. But then when he says Asayase, that's the trigger. That's when the hero within him comes out. And he tries to do a charge, but he gets his ass kicked again. He's like, nope, sorry.
Exactly. Yeah. So, let's hear that version.
Okay. All right. Let me get a swig of water real quick and let me prepare myself.
Oh yeah, make sure to hydrate anytime, however much you need.
Fine! Take it! Take whatever I have! All I ever wanted was to meet an alien! I never had any friends, and I thought if anyone would be friends with me, it'd be aliens! Ever since grade school, I've been staring up at the sky and calling out for you guys to show up! But you never did. No matter how many times I called out to you, you never came! There I was, bullied by kids and ignored by aliens. My life sucked. No one gave a crap if I was alive or dead. But Miss Ayase, she was the only one who ever stood up for me! So get your lousy hands off her! I won't let anyone hurt her! You hear me? I do anything for her! I turn into a monster for her! Sorry, I don't think I can save you.
Yeah. Oh man.
I hope I'm not blowing your guys' ears out. It didn't really mess with the game that much.
No, great job and a great adjustment. So yeah, you took my direction very well. And then I mean take one was just as powerful, but I mean this take, because we feel Okarun is actually a pathetic character, you know, it hits harder when he is trying hard. You know what I mean? So that was a really great adjustment. And then, yeah, really, like, you know, it's tough to be physically that big, but also show the nerdiness within it. But, you know, your adjustment was excellent. So really great job. You know, obviously you are someone who is very good at going really big and excellent, like, you know, physical and screaming and all that stuff is
That's my
just
personality.
wonderful. So that's really great that you can do that. So when you are auditioning though, because you can get there, you don't want to always be 100%. Even though I know you can, like you can do that for 5-6 hours straight. I know you can, right? But then maybe find a moment that you can go soft or maybe go down to your heart and then go big, because it really hits harder that way. And then, you know, you're still showcasing that you can get there. So yeah, excellent work. And then really, I mean, great job. And I'm just so impressed that you can do that at 11 p.m.
Like, well, it just comes from just not caring. I mean, like, that's just who I am.
Well, thank you
so
so much. Yeah,
that
great
was a
work.
perfect adjustment. Like, that certainly helped me stay alive during it.
Yeah, great. I mean, hopefully, you know, when you do get those vocally stressful sessions, which happens a lot, that, you know, you can find the emotional reason so that you don't always need to be that, you know, that 100%. It still hits as strong. Right, thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right, did everyone get to go?
Good work, everybody. Q&A time.
Yeah, you guys did it. Thank you so much, everyone, for I mean, being here, but also bringing this great energy and sharing your energy and support with your classmates. I mean, truly, it's been fun. And then also, I'm so happy, you know, you are doing great. Like, you know, it's great to really know that some of you only just started, but you had it down, and then you're making your effort to be here. It is very competitive world. It's not an overnight thing for most of the people, but you have to like love it enough to keep going, and I think you all have that. So really great job, and then I mean, like you should be awarding yourself for doing this. So thank you. Yeah, I can take some questions if you have any.
Okay, I'll go first since I had my hand up first.
Okay.
I have many questions. So I'll ask the first couple, and then if somebody else wants to raise their hand and go, I will give them a chance to speak. First question, will you please do another workshop with us? That was so much fun.
Yay. Of course, I would love to. Yeah, we can definitely talk about
Yippee!
that.
Fantastic.
And did you have another question, or are you good for now?
I'll let Joseph go.
All right, Joseph.
So I've recently just started following Bang Zoom on like Instagram and stuff, and I noticed that a lot of people were talking about the in-con audition things. Is there a list of like ones you're doing this year?
Thank you so much for first of all following Bang Zoom on Instagram. As you can see, we put a lot of effort in there, but yeah, so we do this open audition thing once in a while, and then it's only when the cons generous to invite us to bring this kind of program to their event, but we don't have a list just yet, but one is announced, which next one is in Las Vegas at the end of April. It's called a Level Up Expo. We've never been there, and we've actually never been to Bang Zoom to a con in Nevada or Las Vegas. So it's a first for us. So we are excited to meet new talent there. But in case you are, and I think I'll say there's gonna be one more in May. Don't think that one's announced yet, but there's another con which we do every year. So
I'll
there's
be
the
keeping
one.
I'll be keeping an eye out if you get closer
Yeah.
to New York.
And then there is gonna be more coming throughout the year. So yeah, if you can just keep an eye on the social media, definitely some cons are interesting. And then, but I'll tell you a little bit about it because in case you are planning to do it, it is designed to be open to public. So if you go there, the chances are you might not be able to actually get onto the stage because it's first come, first serve. So, we do it so that it's not designed for someone who's pursuing professionally, just really for spreading the word. And then, hey, if you want to try it, it's your chance kind of thing. And we do meet great talent, as you've seen, AX, we done it last year because it's local. Most of the attendees is local and the right access to Bang Zoom. We were able to meet and bring back more actors, way more actors than the remote ones. Because those ones, the cons actually are paying for the winner travel and hotel to work with us. But yeah, we have a more planned throughout this year. So if you happen to be in the area, please stop by.
Oh, I
And
will.
say hi.
I will.
Thank you. All right, Jose? I think you might be muted.
I was muted. If you are at Anime Frontier in December, I will see you this time. I won't chicken out.
Okay, fingers crossed. Hopefully we
Yes.
can come back.
I already bought my tickets for that one, so I'll be there. But my question is, for someone like myself that's new to this and is up and coming, what are some, I guess, some advice you can give for auditions or creating a demo, stuff like that for me trying to now enter into that area and start the application process and trying auditions.
Yeah, so you already taking the right steps by taking classes. So that's very important. And then, it's important to take classes, but to me, anything to do with acting or theater, singing, if you don't have a funds to pay for some classes, maybe there's a community one, but just tap in yourself with this arts and theater and acting, because it really is about acting more than voice. Again, like I said, everyone here has their own unique voice. That should be enough. But what it comes is the acting, and also a little bit of a technical, because if you hurt your voice, you're not working. So we need to make sure that you are trained yourself to fine tune your tool so that you don't hurt yourself. But I would also say, have you looked into the home studio and things like that already?
Yes, a little bit. I mean, I have like
Uh-huh.
my mic and stuff and set up. I don't have like
Okay.
a box surrounding me yet, but yeah.
It's wonderful down the road if you can build a nice booth at home, which some of you have a beautiful booth already. But trust me, that's not a requirement, definitely for us. Important thing is to have a, decent microphone that can record in high quality. It shouldn't be that expensive. You don't need to buy $4,000 microphone, like a couple $100. Yeah, your fellow friends here can probably tell you what they are using. I'm not too technical. And then, good internet, and then just also good environments, the closet. Just treat your room a little bit so that you have a non-echoey room. And then also just be prepped all the time so that you can send in your audition in short notice. When we send out auditions, it's very short. Like we try to give you 48 hours, but usually much shorter. Sometimes like, hey, can you send in by tomorrow morning? So you kind of have to be ready to do that all the time. And then last thing I'll say is start to build your website. Again, you don't need to pay expensive things, but as long as it looks professional, and then start gathering the samples that you recorded. And then, just so that when I come across your website, I can immediately click and listen what you sound like. So if you are not ready for demo yet, at least, the website and then some samples together. But yeah, I think that's where you can start out.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Yeah. Good luck. Andrea?
Yes, I'll ask you the question that I ask every casting director. Me being in Australia, so I obviously don't really have the opportunity to come to a convention and audition in person. So how would I be able to work together with you and audition and yeah, get my info to you?
Yes, so we have a submission email address. So in case you don't know, it's called casting@bangzoomstudios.com. So casting, let me type it in here. Casting at bangzoomstudios.com. And to everyone. Yeah. You can submit your information here. That said, we do get a lot of submission. You might not receive response, but when we are reaching out outside of a pool, and especially, like I might need someone specifically can do authentic Australian. This is the inbox we first go to. So, email me on this email address all of your information, and then tell me that you are in this class tonight. And then also, we will be happy to hear from you like periodically. So maybe, don't troll us, but if you have like seasonally, you are in this show that you can talk about now, or you have a new demo, or you have a new representation, you can go ahead and send it to here, and then make sure to put down anything that's unique about yourself, because those are the keywords that gets triggered, and I can find you. So all of you here are in very different parts of America, and that's wonderful, because I might be looking for specifically someone from that place. You know what I mean? Or if you have a different, like a unique ethnic background, or maybe you speak a different language, or you can do accents authentically, all that is just unique to you. And those are the things, why do I reach out to you over already working actors in LA, right? Those unique things that's happened to you. So like I said earlier, nothing goes to waste. Maybe you are in the military, maybe you are a teacher, maybe you are a nurse, because sometimes those things matters, right? So that's unique to you, your background, your experience. So I say, just put everything and anything that you can there about you, so that maybe other casting directors are looking for someone specifically have a background and information about this type of, occupation or accents or, whatever, then it's more likely to reach out to you than any other people. So hopefully that answered your question.
Yeah, great. And it looks that you are actually working remotely, because many casting directors don't do that. So I really appreciate that.
Yeah, we do. We do work remotely. And then, in fact, I just worked with someone in Scotland, because believe it or not, I did ask agencies around town in LA, like, I need someone like who's authentic Scottish. And then they didn't have anyone. Maybe they had one.
Well, here you've got the authentic German. So awesome.
Then, we just said on social media, hey, if you are Scottish, we'll love to hear from you. And then I had like this one thing helped me much more than any LA talent agency could help me. And then I connected with this person who lived in Edinburgh. And then, yeah, we recorded. So yeah, that could happen too. So please reach out to us on that.
Thank you.
Here,
I will.
Tim,
I certainly will.
Tim, you have a question?
Yes, so I may know the answer already, but I just want to ask just in case. So if I am doing during a recording, and I ask you, you tell me like, what I should do next. Am I like, since I asked you that, like, just for clarification, because I'm going to be on the same page, is that okay if I were to ask a director during a recording?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. So it is a teamwork. And then, if the director doesn't give you, even after asking for more clarification, if they don't have any information, then that's what they deserve, I would say. You know what I mean? Like, we are all working as a team. And then I believe in any director's best interest is to give you more information and be on the same page, and you feel comfortable that you can emotionally get there. That's what I believe the director's ultimate goal is. But I know, sometimes they can be pressured under the time or deadlines. They just need to go. That could happen, but that's completely okay. But I would also say that, like animation, any kind of story-driven, character-driven projects, this exchange is completely common. However, some cases like video game, or specifically like something like JRPG or fighting game, that you are supposed to be reading down those lines. And it literally goes, you read give A take, B take, director say, I liked A, move on. You read 1, 2, they say 2, move on. It's that fast. So if you book
Wow.
something like that, you will not have a time to ask for any little details. So that's why it's very important for you to practice code reading and also trust yourself, your instinct, because then if that's not something that they're looking for, they'll tell you, right? But then you should be able to confidently see a line and then know how should typically be performed. So that the code reading is very important as well in the video
All right.
game world.
Great. And just another question, it's similar to that. So now let's say I want to do a live audition. So like, like you're hosting auditions, like, I come to your studio to do an audition. Now when I do the audition, am I allowed to ask like, hey, like, do you provide feedback on my audition, or do you like ask you, hey, um, can you clarify what I need to do next, or is it one of those you just do it one time, then get out?
So, it really probably depends on how the session goes, but like we rarely get to do in-person audition much anymore, honestly. So there isn't really a chance to actually have that conversation even. But usually, again, when the actors ask me after submitting audition, how did I do? Can you give me a feedback? We just simply don't have the chance to give you that. So the best case for audition, really just to give your, like people ask me, like, what should I do for audition? Like, give it all, give everything you got, and then walk away, and then don't think about it anymore. That's
Great.
the win. That's the win.
Great.
Not when you get the role. That's not the win. That's a extra perk if you get the gig. Your successful audition is you feel you gave it all. That was the best that I could give, and then be happy and then walk away.
Great. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And Alan.
All right. Hey, Mami, how's it going?
Hi.
So, situational question. I know doing sort of 1 or 2 sessions, knocking out side characters and wallet, it's really easy to do that remotely. But typically studios are casting lead characters and main characters locally so that they can bring them into the studio. I was in a scenario last year where a job required me to be in Texas for 5 weeks, and I moved to Texas for 5 weeks. It was no big deal. I was able to do that job. When Bang Zoom are looking for main characters and lead roles, will they automatically rule somebody out because of where they are, or will they first say, hey, do you have a base in California? Would you be able to do this job if we gave it to you?
So again, it depends on the project. So we are definitely doing more in-person recording, much more than obviously before, because we have clients and directors in the studio, and they'll just really prefer to work together with the actors. So when it's really just like, oh, we have 2 great actors, they are both gonna be great, most likely the in-person might get the job, because as a casting director, I know the director and producer ask them to be in studio as much as possible. But that said, we still do plenty of remote recording, and then we also cast remote actors as well. So at Bangzone, we have a union and non-union projects. So for union, we are basically prioritizing LA-based union actors, but non-union, we take that advantage and be able to reach out remotely, globally, and all that stuff. So yeah, I say, and then there's other times that just technically they just want same room, same microphone, same room. So like, and that happens more in video game situation, that they want you to be in the studio. And then we will definitely be asking before, like when we send out the audition or information, are you able to come to the studio? And then we'll tell you it's worth for you to come over. You should probably get this one, even though you have to fly out, or it's probably not worth it because the money is just not there. So we will be honest about that. But it's never that we will never ever cast if they are here.
So just a slight follow-up on that one. So I'm thinking back to some of the Bang Zoom auditions I've done, and where should I or anybody auditioning for Bang Zoom record that information? Should they say it in the slate or in the file title? Alan Shires, based in Atlanta, can come into the studios for an elongated period of time, something like that?
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, that's excellent. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So the studio knows, okay, he doesn't live here, but he's got a base here. He can come and record for us.
Yeah, that's excellent because some projects, honestly, we don't even. It doesn't matter where you are, right? So there's actually a bunch of projects like that, but there are projects that we do want you to come, or So then it's great to know like where you're located and then with what kind of projects you're available and all that stuff.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, 3 minutes left. Let's get these last two questions done. McKenna, Sonley, we'll close with you guys.
I'm going to go first. So my question is, as somebody who is in Southern California, is there anything different or extra I can do besides just the casting at Bang Zoom Studios? Just to kind of get my information to you guys.
Yeah, you say you have a representation, right? Already?
I do not.
Oh, you do not?
Not
Okay.
yet.
Okay. Well, yeah, you can, there's several different ways. If you are in LA and, for example, casting probably is the best place to reach out to. But I do get a lot of submission from agencies or other you might come across with actors that I'm already working. Kind of like we had a conversation earlier. The person could help. And then it's whatever you can think of that you can be in front of us that would be helpful. We do also do a lot of cons and such locally as well. Great to always meet people there. I'm
thinking about going to Level Up Expo. Thinking about it. It's like 3 hours away. It's not that far.
But I'm not going to force anyone to travel and all that stuff. But if you happen to be there, please stop by. And then we, again, like social media, we post a lot of things where we might be doing events next. And yeah. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much.
Okay.
All right.
Two-parter question here. First part. If we are blessed with the honor of meeting you in person, perhaps at a show or otherwise, do you accept gifts? And what would you like as a gift? What's your preferred gift to receive?
Oh no, I don't need gift is to meet you guys. That's it. That's great.
Okay,
so, thank you.
A firm handshake. Got it.
Yes.
And the second question, kind of following up on what Alan was touching on. So I am known to drive a long time, regularly, like 20-hour drives. If I slate that I am, based out of Chicago, but willing to transit for something with short notice, will you feel bad for me for making all that travel and kind of weigh someone closer to the locale, because it's less for me about making a profit on the thing and more about the experience of getting to do the thing.
Yes. So, in fact, a lot of actors tell me that they are able to fly, they're able to travel. And in fact, some people say like they get free flights and all that stuff. And we'll be like honest with you because as you may or may not know, anime does not pay so well. Fun fact. Right? But if you're auditioning for video game, which pays a lot more, and maybe if it's an anime that we feel you should really get this role, it's a main character role, it's gonna pay off in the end, then I will definitely tell you to come out. But normal like dubbing rate, it just to me it's not worth the trouble of you spending all these hours and whatnot, especially we might be doing it remotely anyway, right? So we never shut down the remote recording options. So that's why we feel like, well, if this one, the client's coming, they want to do it in the studio, but it's only for 2 hours, we don't bother asking you to come out because I know if we do, you will come. I know. And then I just want you to make more money if you're going to come out all the way. So,
I appreciate that consideration. Maybe I just will. I won't mention that I'm in Chicago.
well, it's definitely tough, but yeah, we want to be honest. Yeah.
And just an exit question: are you still doing workshops at VO Atlanta, in-person workshops?
VO Atlanta?
Yeah.
Not at this moment. That could change.
But maybe
But
2027.
yeah. Oh yeah, VO Atlanta, not this year.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Well, Mami, thank you so much for spending all this time with us. I know we're past time. So I feel bad because Tara's the only one with a hand up. Hey, Tara, a quick one. Go for it. Quick.
All right.
I'll try to answer quick.
Okay. So for if it's an anime season that's still in the works, like next year and then 2 years after that, and it's something that we really want to be a part of, when we email you, do we just put that we're interested in the specific anime, whether it be a side character or just a quick sound? Do we just list that?
I would love that. Yeah. Like if you're already familiar with the show.
Oh, I am.
Yeah. That people actually sometimes say like some actors told me like they didn't want to be too forward to tell me that, but that actually helps me a lot. I mean, if I can, I would love to bring someone who already loved the show.
I'm a diehard Demon Slayer fan, and like my ultimate dream is to voice anything in it. I don't care what it is. So I just wanted to see if that was something I could put in an email for the future.
Yeah, please do. Thank you.
All right. Well, Mami, thank you so much for investing into the Voice Actor College, for coming on and taking time out of your busy evening. I know how crazy busy you are. I'm very, very much looking forward to seeing you in a couple of weeks. And you've told Sondley now that you'll do another workshop, so you can bet that's going to be on the top of my agenda. But thank you so much again. Really, really appreciate and value everything that you're doing for the industry and for this workshop.
No, thank you for being patient with me to even set this workshop up, and then obviously you're making difference to all these people, and then that's just so wonderful. So thank you for doing what you're doing.
Guys, was it worth the wait? In which case,
it definitely was.
Absolutely. I would wait again.
Oh yeah, 100% worth it.
Yes, it was.
Absolutely.
In which case, everybody look at their webcam and smile so Morgan can take a picture.
How do I make everybody see everybody's face? Hold on.
You click gallery view.
Heck yeah, it was amazing.
Hold on.
Hurry, Morgan.
Gallery. Sorry, I'm losing. Oh, wait, here we go. Okay, here we go. Sorry, y'all. Hold on. This is my first time.
Morgan!
God damn it, Morgan!
One more time. 1, 2, 3. Sorry, one more time.
Just in case this doesn't work out, I got it.
Good.
Yeah, I got the print screen on that too.
There we go.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody.